Boston, they took a win in their last game against Philadelphia. And they pulled off a 3-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. James. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Listen, guys, James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA. Arguably in the conversation for the best player in our league. And listen, he's a league leader in scoring a season ago. He's a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
So it's Boston now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Shoots from 8, and LeBron with the nice bucket inside. James has got 6 points.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And DeRozan, here we go. And Davis sends it back. Shot clock at 5, and that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
In the corner, Harden for 3, and it's good. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Greg, you were talking. Oh! That was incredible.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Harden inside the 3-point line. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
James wide open. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Boston making a switch here. Hall's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Luis Scola. Here's Valanciunas, and that time also a missed shot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
DeRozan against LeBron. The 3 from Harden, and again, Boston with the triple.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
No good from Valanciunas.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Mickey's checked in for the Celtics. Lowry comes in for James Harden. James Johnson's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar Carroll. With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
Celtics leading by 20. Outside Lowry. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Johnson attacking, and he gets it to go.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for him offensively, Greg.
And watching Amir Johnson, Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
LeBron drives in.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
And the Celtics making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
And talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last.
우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다 잡고 냈었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 절반한 의리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도모 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리에 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파치는 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 해긴 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 사실 조금 때 같아 곧 내 같아 곧 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는
He misses the free throw. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
There's the dish to Carroll, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Anthony Davis, #1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. LeBron's got 27.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
To the middle, it's stolen by Valanciunas. Carroll with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Johnson over to help. Carroll, no one around him. And the shot falls short this time.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Some changes for Boston. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for LeBron. And it's Paul in for Curry. Biyombo, he's checked in for the Raptors. They get a hand on it and taken away by Paul. It's deflected. Harden with it. Picked up by Joseph. Dishes it to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. Davis. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Mickey's checked in for Johnson. And it's cut at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. 1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the shot is good. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Cans the tough leaner from the outside. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Lowry. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Smart's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. White, he's checked in for Toronto. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the pick. Pass to Biyombo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Davis. And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
Boston foul call.
The The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Celtics.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And stolen by Wright. Stolen by Smart. Looks for Lowry, gets it to him. Here's Mickey. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Woo-hoo, Kevin. They're firing on.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Corners tonight. Outstanding mark from... And there's your Rebko. And it's Mickey in at the center. That's the Boston 5. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season. But really took a step back. We're down. He exuded confidence, but could not buy a basket.
Pass to Mickey. Here's the 3. That's good. And it's the Raptors ball. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And right, here we go.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Boston making a switch here. Thomas is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. DeRozan's checked in. Took him no time at all on that one. Well, back to Terrence Ross, Greg. You're talking about him. It's so easy for a young player to lose his way a little after coming on so fast. And Clark, I'm not surprised that he's hit a few bumps in the road along the way.
That's part of the development and growth process, Kevin. You've seen it with a lot of guys. His upside, though, is great.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Johnson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Thomas with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Puts up a 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. At the top of the key, Clark. Here's your Rebko, and again, Boston with the triple.
And since the start of the 4th quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Johnson. Here's Thompson. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Smart. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And Wright kicks to DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Nogueira, he's checked in for the Raptors. And stolen by Thomas.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
The Raptors making a switch here. Biyombo's checked in. Poked away. And Wright kicks to DeRozan. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid, but it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Celtics have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. There's the feed to Clark. Releases, but they get it back. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Offensive rebound, and then Biyombo with the dunk.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an in-seat. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Raptors.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Amir Johnson's checked in for your Rebco. And the Raptors also making a change. Ross is checked in for Johnson.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
And DeRozan kicks to right. The 11-footer. Ross on the wing. Takes the three. They get it back. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound. And doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building. But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Kyle Lowry.
Outside Lowry. Jacks up a three, and that falls.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game